I'm Spencer.
And I'm Rose. And
this is The Itch. And we're here to review
Seven Dragon 3 Code VFD. Up, down, left, right, start.
For the 3DS.
Select code. And so, Seven Dragon VFD. Wonderful game. A nice little dungeon crawler. Really nice game to play when you're on the go. And the story of the game is your created protagonist is asked to come over to a VR game about killing dragons. As you kill the dragons, you realize that the company that's not actually a it's actually not just a game. It's a test in which they're trying to find a true dragon hunter. So you ace it, you get the highest score, hurrah, hurrah. And this company known Nodens, right? Yeah. Comes over and says, "Hey, you're really good at this game, but guess what? It's not a game. It's real life." And these dragons literally come like over to, and as soon as that happens, as soon as you get recruited, of course, dragons strike, and you gotta go and stop them. That's your whole deal.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Wonderful.
So let's tell you about the gameplay.
Yeah, break it down.
So it's like I said, it's a dungeon crawler. It's turn-based RPG.
So I played a little bit of it.
Okay.
So I was playing about 15 hours in, and my daughter erased my game file because she wanted to start her own with a character named Princess.
Wow.
So unfortunately, I was unable to get the review done. But
that's funny.
Did
she beat the game?
Yeah, she beat it. She put 100 hours in it. No, she barely got past the first boss. So when I was playing it, I got the strong feel of like an Atlas dungeon crawler RPG.
Yep.
With little upgrades here and there for each character. You can take your classes different ways.
Yes. So there's 8 classes all in all, and each one of them has kind of like a subcategory in their own class, which is really good. Mm-hmm. A lot of diversity and a lot of ways to combine your moves together into doing some crazy stuff, like adding there's ways to like make your next attack do double damage, and then mixing it with like your ultimate. And God, when you figure stuff like that out, woo, that game becomes like cake. As far as anything else as gameplay goes, the combat, like you get a party, you actually get several parties. You get 3 parties. You have your main squad, then squad 2, which is usually your backup fighters. They'll come in and do team attacks, and then the third, which will actually add a unison attack in which everyone jumps in and does one attack. You got free actions on that. It's a great move.
And this game has other options too that are outside of just dungeon crawling. There's like base upgrading, so you got this whole big building. Yeah. And you start building pieces of it. Yeah, but
at the end game, all it is there for is to give you items or give you abilities. Literally, like, sometimes it's just like, "Hey, thanks for making the cat cafe. Here's an item, accessory," and that's it. Like, it's great, but all it is to make me more powerful to kill more dragons.
Gotcha.
Dungeon crawl.
All right, so what about the graphics?
It's got a chibi-esque graphically. It's hard to put my finger on exactly what it is, because it's not chibi, but it kind of looks like chibi. So take it as you will. You'll know what I'm saying when you see the game, if you see the game. As far as art style, there was a heavy emphasis on the art style and the character portraits, so I will give it credit on that. It does look good. It even came with an art book in this game, so I feel like they pride themselves on that. It looked good. It looks good, but I'm not really write home about.
All right, so what about the sound?
So the music and the combat is okay. Like, the battle music is great, but they reuse that battle music so many times to the point where I'm just like, I'm done. I'm not listening to this. I'm putting on something else. But the boss music, which is actually one of the pros, I'm going to get to that, is great. Like, each one has kind of their own feeling to it, and overall it's good. Your characters make a sound whenever they do like attack, and it's usually the same kind of sound.
So we know there's no voice acting.
But that's the weird thing about it. No voice acting. But it does have a plethora of like sounds, like voice acting. voice actors. Like, you can literally pick, like, 12 voice actors as your character class for your character. But they don't do voice acting. Yeah, it's like, they do their little celebration cheer, which I can't understand, and the subtitles doesn't help because it's not there. But they pride themselves on that, and they even give out the voice actor's name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. But he provided the grunts.
Yeah, essentially.
So what are the pros of the game?
Pros are it's addictive. It's very addictive. I'm just playing this game and just like, I grew another level. I'm stronger. Now I can kill more dragons.
You did that?
I killed all the dragons.
You made that face?
Yeah. This one right here. In-depth class system. Like I said before, in the combat, you're going to be combining a lot of attacks together. Sometimes you can combine your attacks with other classes to make them more effective. Like, you could knock down the resistance to a certain element and then have the mage or your whatever class do fire, and it does more damage. And then other things.
And what about the boss music? I hear you
really the boss music is fantastic. It fits the mood many times.
What is it like? Turn the lights down a little bit, turn them low, talk to your girl.
No.
That kind of mood.
No, but I did that with the game. Like, I turned down the lights. I was like, "I'm gonna kill you, dragon. Don't fight it."
Sounds weird.
It is. It isn't. If you knew.
All right. So what are some cons of the game?
Predictable story. Holy mackerel, man! This game is predictable. I was literally going like, next you're going to say this. And they said it. And I was like, in some way, they said the same thing I was going to say. You know exactly what they're going to say. Sometimes you know who the bad guy is, like, by hour 2. And then it's just like, okay, well, let's just go along, guy who's not going to betray me, but is totally going to betray me.
Yeah.
Let's just go on this adventure together.
I even know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah. And I played it for, I think 15 hours, but right. I could tell.
Yeah. So, one of my cons is that I really didn't like using other members. I had a very meta setup in which the second squad and third squad were not made to fight on their own. They were made to just be backups. Mm-hmm. So when they actually started to separate my squad from the other members, it got really bad because those guys, I had to grind for like hours just to get them to like the appropriate level, get them some actual gear, and like it was terrible for me. But besides that, I mean, great game.
Yeah. So would you recommend it?
I recommend it for about $30 to $35. Like I said, if you're looking for a good dungeon crawler, $35 easily. They're actually full price. I mean, what am I saying? $5, you can spend it. But if you're looking for something like with the actual engaging story, stay away from this. You're gonna know what's gonna happen in like 2 hours. Maybe even less. if you know JRPG tropes, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm Spencer.
And I'm Rose.
Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.